is it that they can make a battery operated screwdriver but not a blow dryer? Doesn't make any sense. Someone needs to invent that, because this does not work for me. Can you get on that, please?
Bro, under the fence. Or did it hit the fence? Okay, go. Love you, son. See ya. While it may be 50 degrees outside, we're headed for single digits first part of next week. A lot of the outside stuff like finishing and painting the stair treads, I've got to get done now. Since we finished the floor upstairs, I've been saving this 80-year-old pine, not quite sure where to use it, but knowing I have a limited quantity, and I like it so much I want to use it in a way where it will be seen.
What about something else?
No, because once we seal it, it'll hide all that. So, okay, that one's done. I'm gonna move the router. If I could go back and redo the second story floor, I wouldn't have used any of that circle sawn tongue and groove pine. We like the way the kids' bedrooms look more than we like the hallway in the master bedroom. But it's all real wood flooring made from pine. But it's shocking the difference between the two. Let's router them first, and then I'm going to run them through a table saw. Get rid of that edge, and then you'll sand them. So this, like edges like this side, are not the edge to router. That. So we'll flip it around the other side.
Are you gonna do, so this side's facing the wall, are you gonna do this corner?
I'm gonna do here. I decided to use the 80-year-old pine that was reclaimed from the building that was being torn down on the stair treads, mainly because we thought it would look really good against the white shiplap. Having Rhett helping me sand while I'm able to do other things definitely made the job go by faster, but we're running out of time. While the daytime highs are more than tolerable, the overnight lows are well below freezing, and we know what's coming. Jobs like staining and sealing the stair treads will have to wait until warmer weather, as something like this can't be done inside the house now because of the fumes. If we only had a shop. The number of things that we could get done in warm weather would dramatically change. In order for me to finish the shiplap and get ready to paint that wall, I have to get these stair treads done. There's always something to do around here. Whether it's splitting firewood, whether it's running the tractor up and down the road, whether it's pruning and trimming trees. This lifestyle requires constant effort, or you can really quickly get behind. While my personality loves this, it seems I'm always worrying about something. having my wife and kids available to help, and their willingness to help with a good attitude definitely lightens the load. To me, there's nothing more attractive than sitting back, watching Cedar split a little bit of kindling, start a fire, and do it using the old coloring books that she refused to throw away when the older 3 kids outgrew them. Finally, all the stuff that she's hung on to for years is being reused in a good way. Which brings me to an apology that I must make. A week and a half or 2 weeks ago, I narrated a video when I was too tired and too stressed out, and I hurt my oldest daughter's feelings. We recently had a birthday party here for Callie, and my oldest daughter Sage showed up, and it was obvious she had some hard feelings towards me. Now, as much as I like to think that I've got things figured out, the absolute last thing I would want to do is offend one of my kids to the point where they don't want to be around me. I'm hard enough to be around as it is. I lean on the fact that I've had a whole bunch of head bumps over the years, but regardless of this is not an excuse to treat those closest to me, the ones that I love the most, poorly. If anybody has paid the price for this over the years, it would be Cedar, but a close second would be my older 3 kids. Oftentimes words come out of my mouth before they have a chance to run through the filter, and before I know it, I've said something that hurt somebody's feelings or offended someone. Now, my oldest daughter, Sage, holds a very, very special place in my heart. Being the oldest child, she probably had pressure and expectations put on her that she didn't deserve. I was barely 22 years old the day she was born. Whether or not kids as young as we are should have been having kids is besides the point, but the truth is, we were learning along the way. While I had a tremendous example of a father that gave me a very clear path on what a man should do for his kids, this didn't mean I wouldn't make mistakes. I'm certain I made mistakes, and I'm certain I'll make more.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Coward. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha! Oh, la la!
But the hope is, with experience and maturing and a little bit of age, is that maybe one day I won't open my mouth and say these things that I have to apologize for. I didn't mean to say something that Sage would take offense to, but in her eyes I did, and that's all that matters. I have friends, even family members, that haven't talked to their fathers in years because of something that was done or said. The last thing on the planet I would want is to do something like this. I can remember my father at a point, later on after myself and my siblings had grown and gone, recognizing that there was room for improvement with his parenting skills. I can also remember him telling myself and my brothers this, and strongly recommend that we be more patient and considerate, especially with our daughters.
It fired for half a second. I think it's because I sprayed. Put the fuel all the way, put the gas pedal all the way on the floor. Go. Alright, that tells me what I need to know.
What is it?
Fuel, I'm going to do 2 new fuel pumps in it.
Front end reel?
Yeah, but I'm going to do the fuel
I don't know if it worked, but I have one for my truck.
different. And I'm going to do the fuel pressure regulator.
So close.
But it fired. Thank heavens. Brett, will you take the screwdriver?
How many miles does this have?
113.
That's it? Holy smoke.
I could see that this hard, fearless man who at one time I thought was invincible had evolved and wasn't afraid to change based on this. I can only hope that this happens in my own life. Someday, probably sooner than later, my wife and kids will be wiping the drool off my chin, and all that they will have at that point will be memories. And I can only hope and pray that those memories are positive. I love you, Sage. I'm sorry. But remind your boyfriend that I'm not afraid to go back to prison.